Growing up, I had a favorite TV show. If you were raised in the 80s, you might recall Kids Incorporated, that cheesy show on Disney about the group of kids that sang 80s, songs. And it was extremely campy, but I loved the show for some reason as a child. And one Christmas, my aunt was like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I said, "Oh, I want to be in the audience." And she asked around, found out it was free. Just had to get 10 of my friends, and I could be in the audience. So, gathered 10 of my friends at the time, and we went down to LA and got to be in the audience. And that was an experience. I remember the studio was somewhere on Wilshire Boulevard. And we waited, I think it was like 2 hours, and this is in the middle of summer, and it was hot, and bleh. We finally got to go in, and I remember going into the studio at the front. There's just like a regular office setting, and then you went through this door, and then you're on this, on the set, and that was quite interesting. A very surreal feeling as a little kid. And I was thinking in my brain, oh, we're gonna get like a memento or something, for being on the show. Of course, we didn't get any kind of memento, which sucked, but it was enlightening. Whoever was directing it was not nice. She yelled at the actors and actresses off and on throughout the whole taping of the show. And I remember that they asked the audience before they started, do you guys have any questions for the actresses? And I think everyone, I don't know, they were all intimidated or just not awake yet, and nobody said squat. I wanted, of course, to be bold and ask if any of them are Christians, and of course I totally wussed out and didn't ask. But it was definitely an interesting experience, getting to see Stacy, aka Fergie, and let's see, at the time I was 10, I believe. Yeah, 10. So I think she's like a few years older than me. She's like at least 3 years older or something. I don't know. So back in the day, so it was a fun experience. It definitely took away my ooh-ah factor of Hollywood, because I saw how not very nice Hollywood can be. So I felt bad for the actors, because I know if I was in their shoes, I would be crying probably. But no, that was a fun experience. My one instance of being in Hollywood, so to speak. Though I didn't even go see like the Hollywood Walk of Fame or anything like that. But yeah, so that was my one little experience being on TV for a brief second as a little kid.